Welcome to the Tea Hut, the podcast for unorthodox entrepreneurs striving for success by going against the grain, breaking down barriers beyond the biscuit tin, revealing what property professionals and construction workers really talk about on their tea breaks. Join us as we delve deep to uncover what it takes to succeed and be the best version of yourself.
Welcome to the Tea Hut podcast. This is the Unorthodox Entrepreneurs podcast where we like to break down the barriers that go way beyond the biscuit tin. I'd like to big up Joe Taylor and eGrowth Media. If you're out there and you're looking for anyone for lead generation for your business, anything like that, direct to vendor leads if you're a property developer, or you just want that presence on social media, have a word with JT and the eGrowth Media team and the guys that sponsor this podcast and do all that fantastic work for me. So big up to JT and eGrowth Media. And before we get into it, I'd just like to introduce our next guest today, and that's Daniel Shreeve. So I won't tell anyone. I'll let you introduce yourself, Daniel. So if you just want to tell us what you do, where you're from, and, you know, why you're sat here today, mate, please, mate.
Yes, mate. Well, Daniel Shreeve Property. We've also got an engineering firm, family business. I guess why we're here today, we've been in property since 2015. Properly, I call it from sort of like 2017 when we went in deep. But yeah, we've been developing in commercial conversions, buy-to-lets. We haven't done new build like yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been pushing that along for the last few years.
Mm.
And obviously we met at your summit.
Yeah, the summit last year in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then realised,
Oh, we live in the same town.
yeah, and our kids go to the same
kids
school.
go to the same school. That was, I think, the first thing Ali said to me. She was like, "That's Grace, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Grace's dad. And I was like, "Huh? What? What are you on about? Who the fuck's Grace?" He's like, "Rosie's friend at school." And I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
Small world, though, isn't it?"
Yeah, you know. And then I think the following week we were at a party together.
We were. Oh yeah,
So-
in the I can't remember what they call it now.
The dungeon, no, not the dungeon.
The dungeon. It might as well be. It looks like a dungeon in there,
Yes,
to be
mate, yeah.
honest. But yeah, that's it. So it's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So
Crazy.
we met at my networking event last year, and then, like you said, we realised that we're in the same sort of space, same town. So we decided to hook up, and we've been talking since, haven't we?
Yeah.
Really. So yeah, just rolling it back. You say you've got your family engineering business.
Yes.
How did that start? How have you found yourself working in that business? You know, give us a bit of background on that,
Oh,
mate.
Christ. Well, what would I be now? Fourth generation?
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah.
Dad's-
Proper family business.
Yeah, Dad's grandfather started it. And it
Okay.
started building coaches.
Yeah.
So they used to build their own coaches. And then my granddad obviously went in with his three brothers
Yeah.
into the company. My old man went in when he left school. Sort of like when he was there, you could buy a ready-made coach off the shelf as such rather than build it yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So we
yeah.
moved into more engineering,
Yeah.
trucks and trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They built where we are now. They built that premises when I was 2.
Okay.
And yeah, I left school in sixth form, done the norm. Didn't really know what I was going to do with myself. Mates going off to uni and stuff. So the old man was like, well, come to work for a year. Have 12 months out as such. Get your head together. Come to work, get some money. So I started off bog basic, shop floor.
Yeah.
Everyone's bitch, do this, do that, and all that stuff.
Did you get bitched even more because you were the
Oh,
boss's
yeah.
son?
Yeah, yeah.
You know
proper,
you
proper.
did. Go for a long wait and all this shit.
Luckily, I weren't that.
Weren't that green?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So got caught a little bit, but nothing like that. Go for a long wait or a bucket.
But
full
you
of holes and shit.
definitely feel like you got bitched a bit more.
Oh yeah, just left, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go do that, and no one
Yeah.
talk to you because you're the boss's son and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. You're like the arch enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, don't talk around near him.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
report
fuck,
back.
mind what you're saying. Mind what you're saying. Oh,
Exactly.
here he is. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Fucking- Yeah.
I never left. Moved up to the office, quoting and stuff, and just learned from the shop floor up.
Learning every aspect of the
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, and just ended up staying there.
Mm.
Thinking,
What would you say that you've helped grow the business since you've been there?
yeah, well, when I started there, we had one workshop and a paint shop.
Yeah.
We now got 3 workshops. Still one paint shop, which is a bit of a pain sometimes, bottleneck.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're now, £4 million turnover company.
Yeah.
And when I started, I guess, properly up in the office for sales, we were probably 1.5.
Okay, so you've done fairly well since you've
So-
been up there.
Yeah, pushed product out as such.
Yeah. But I'm right in saying that you've recently sold out, haven't you? The business.
Yeah, we're still I am.
Operating.
Yeah, the old man's retired. I'm CEO.
Yeah.
But yeah, we recently, what was it, last August,
Mm.
sold out to a Swedish company
Right.
who own a number of businesses. We were their first outside of Sweden,
Yeah.
but they own a number of all different
Types of businesses, not
Yeah.
not necessarily engineering.
not just
related.
engineering. They've got pharmaceutical companies. They've got some engineering companies, all kinds of different stuff, and that's what they say protects them.
Yeah.
Their versatility.
Because they're
and-
so widespread. It's
Yeah,
like if
if a
one thing
market
fails
drops,
over there,
yeah.
they're covered here, sort of thing.
yeah, and the different sectors they're in. If they have a bad hit in a certain sector,
Yeah.
they've got some events companies and stuff. And obviously during COVID,
Yeah.
they went really shit.
Shit.
But all the other companies were still doing
Made up
fine,
for
so
it.
that kept them along. And then
What's been the catalyst, or what was the reason behind you wanting to sell the business?
the old man wanted to retire,
Mm.
and we were chatting about different things. We had a UK company come and approach us,
Mm.
actually for more money than what we actually sold out for.
Right.
But the thing was, they wanted basically, I think, deal done, money in the bank.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 4 to 6 weeks later, me and the old man were gone.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, a bit of a handover, blah, 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 blah. And when we researched the company, they looked to put two companies together. So they might already have one in the pot, or they'd buy us and look
Right.
for another one
Merge.
and merge them.
Yeah.
So our thing was, well, like I say, family business.
Where's
We got
that going to go?
and we got guys there who've been there before I was born.
Yeah.
It was-
Part of the furniture.
Yeah, 40 plus years.
They're more part of the business than you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They know more than I do.
They
that's
are
for
the
sure.
business,
Yeah.
aren't they? Let's be honest.
Well, that's it. And we got guys there, young guys, I say, so got early 30s, who've been there since their early 20s. So
Yeah.
10
First
years,
proper
so,
job, sort
yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
So that was a bit of a, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. They're going to
If
get
you-
turfed out.
Yeah, they turf out. They move to the Midlands or up north where everything's cheaper.
Yeah.
Combine with someone else, take our skill and the product
Your
we've
client
developed,
base
yeah,
and all that.
and just be ruthless and don't give a toss about anything apart from the bottom line.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys, when we spoke to them a few times, had different meetings with them, that's not what they do. And actually,
Yeah.
I went out to Sweden. I met some of the new companies they'd bought, and they were like, "Yeah, actually, they do what they say. They're not just blagging you."
Yeah.
So we actually took, I guess, less for the deal,
Yeah.
but more for the security for the guys.
But got a better deal
Yeah,
in the long run.
yeah, definitely.
Done better for the business.
Yeah, and
It wasn't a selfish decision.
no,
Mm.
no, and I don't. I've been brought up that way in business and stuff, and hence why we've got customers who've been with us for 20 plus years, because that's that kind of long term goal.
Yeah. Mm.
Not just the selfish, I'll have this for me now and screw
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
So that's how it's always been, and that was, I guess, that was us, and that was the deciding factor on this.
So when you made that decision to sell out, what's going through your head at that point with regards to, obviously, because you're used to, that's your job, isn't it? Like, your business, you've been working on it since you left school, and
Yeah,
what was your thoughts?
First of all, it was like-
what's going to happen now? Like,
yeah. First of all, I was like, shit, can I actually work for someone?
yeah.
Because
Yeah, so just for people who are listening, to put it a bit of context, so what is the process now that they've, agreed, or you've agreed to sell? What's the process?
so then NDAs, non-disclosures,
Yeah,
all the accounts and everything are ripped apart by
Yeah.
their side. They look into everything,
make sure it's
yeah, make sure it's not going to go pop tomorrow, that kind of stuff. Make sure they're buying a stable business.
sustainable.
Go through all the solicitor stuff, which is just, well, like
Headache.
buying properties, let alone
Headache.
buying a company.
Yeah. Probably much the same, if
Yeah,
not worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the different stuff that goes through that, and then deal done. To be fair to the Swedish side, they had a very simple legal document that they use for the companies in Sweden,
Yeah,
because everything done out there is basically
a lot easier.
governed by government law. It's like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
buy this, you do this, then you're legally.
Yeah,
That's already, the framework's already
it's
legally
a
there.
lot different here, isn't it?
Whereas over here, you spend 40
Mate.
grand with a solicitor.
And still
just
probably
to-
not
yeah.
get what you want.
Yeah, we went from and the Swedes still laugh about it. We went from like I think it was a 6-7 page document that they'd bought all these other companies with. We were number 22, first one out of Sweden.
Yeah.
So 21 other companies in Sweden, 6-7 page document. Ours was like a 46 page document. Solicitors just added.
Got to sign your name. You got to put your fingerprint in there as well.
And then other things and this and that and warranties and declarations. And Jesus Christ.
I think the way we do things in this country, a lot of things in this country at the corporate level is draconian in the way that we do things.
That's money. That's what it's down to.
Yeah, of course it is, because you've got all these different people squeezing juice out of it at every fucking opportunity.
Yeah, they look at the deal and think, oh, yeah, that's right, we'll have a slice of that.
Yeah.
Then Barry needs a slice of
like
this.
Like the conveyancing process, for instance, especially like, and like the lending process when you're new build development, I'm pretty sure it's similar. We spoke outside a minute ago about similar experiences with lending and that, and it's fairly similar, but it's a fucking nightmare. Isn't it?
Everyone wants their pound of flesh, don't they?
Yeah. Literally, like, I think if they see a developer, especially someone who's youngish, coming along, obviously they got all your information. It's like you got a fucking sign on your head, isn't it? Mug me off.
Come take my money.
Yeah, come and mug me off because I'm fucking new on the block and you can do it to me because I haven't got that credible experience you're talking about, which is mad because I was turning over millions of pounds in the construction business before I went into development, building houses for other people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But as soon as I went to do it for myself in a new business, they were like, well, where's your experience?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I can demonstrate, my company over here that does this amount of business in this area, I'm actively doing what I'm borrowing money from you for.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, And they're like, yeah, but can you
invent this company?
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but I own that company and this one, and it's like, that's me. And they're like, yeah, but, and it's like, yeah, but no, but that is me. Like, okay, you've done all this. Can you now fill out this Excel spreadsheet and go back 5 years in your trading history and list us down every single site that you've worked on, the value of the contract, how long you were there for? Honestly, like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's like filling out a fucking a proper CV and stuff for them to look at and go, yeah, all right, you can borrow that money.
Yeah, we'll give that to you.
Yeah, it's painful to fucking do it though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, when we first started, so when we first started flipping some properties, that was because at our workshops, our engineering shop, we had a fire. Major fire, took out one of the workshops.
Yeah.
And we got, like I say, skilled guys. We're having a trouble now trying to employ. You just can't get the
you
skilled
can't get them, mate.
You can't get skilled workforce.
Do you think it's not just skilled, but you can't get a fucking workforce
somebody who wants to work,
who wants to actually work? Fuck the skills, because you can learn skills.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sure your sort of business and the person you are, you would, for the right person, give the skills.
Oh yeah, we're doing the apprenticeship route now, and we've bought guys. Like I say, the guys who've been there, the young guys in their early 30s have been there since early 20s.
Yeah.
They came with no skills, and we've trained them up, and they're still there.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is, guys don't want to get out of bed now. We can't get someone to rock in or do a 5-day week. You're like, turn up 5 days a week, and we'll pay you.
When did that? Have you seen that? Have you seen that change happen recently? Do you think? Or
More recently, but it did happen. The best one I got was when was it? So it was before COVID, so maybe 2018.
Right.
We had a guy come start work for us, and obviously, like you do, every guy who comes in, you put him with a trained guy,
someone who's been there,
a mentor and stuff, and they train him and everything. And at that point, we had some kind of flexible. You could start between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
But you had to do an 8-hour day. So if you come in
whenever you start 8 hours.
Yeah. So you could do your overtime, but most guys came in. This guy, for instance, was coming at 7:30, and he was working till 4 with a bit of a lunch break and doing his 8 hours.
Yeah.
And the lad he was working with, so he'd done 2 days, Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday he rung up sick. Thursday, being physically sick. He's telling us he's being physically throwing up. Yeah. So he's speaking to the other guys in the office and stuff. Friday, I pick up the phone just by luck.
Hello,
hello, mate. Yeah, chatting like, oh yeah. You've been physically ill. Yeah, physically thrown up. Yeah, mate. Yeah. But I think I know why. Okay, yeah. It's because I'm starting at 7:30. If I could start at 8 in the morning, I think I'll be all right.
You've been serious?
Seriously,
he actually said that.
Yeah. He went to me. If I think, and I was like. And that's what I said to him. I said, are you serious, mate? You're telling me we're getting up half an hour earlier to get to work for 7:30 instead of 8 a.m. is making you physically ill.
Physically ill. Like your body is telling you, like, this is no good.
And he went, yeah, I am. Yeah. And I went, don't bother coming back Monday.
Fuck off.
Yeah. This isn't for you, mate. Don't bother coming back. What? Nah, mate, nah. See you later.
Really?
That's the best one I've had.
Like, I've had some corkers, like some really unbelievable stories that are blatantly lies.
Yeah.
But that is just like, I tell you what, mate, I've cracked it. I've actually got it. You're like, go on then, please tell me why. Tell me, I really want to know. I think just half an hour more in bed.
Yeah, basically. And I
Got
won't
it.
be physically sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, was he young?
Yeah, he was. And this is what I find. We've got, like I say, we've got guys coming to retirement age now. We've got a couple retiring this year, which are kicking the balls because they're good guys. But a guy, like I say, guy's been there before I was born. Best worker we got.
Yeah.
Not only, even if you took all his skill set away, just the attitude to work and the ethic. Yeah. He gets in at the right time, works the whole time he's there, doesn't dick about in the corner having a little chat, you know, when he's not meant to.
Sneaking out for a fag every 5 minutes.
Just puts his hours in.
Yeah.
Goes home, comes back, hardly ever off.
Yeah.
None of this Monday morning sickness stuff.
Yeah. But then you don't mind those people that are like that. You don't mind cutting a bit of slack every now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
If they need, or they want something, or they need something, you don't mind doing it, do you?
Nah. Well, like this guy, for instance, his house, someone's put some spray paint on it.
Oh, really?
Obviously, we got a paint shop and
weren't Banksy.
I just bought his house off him.
Cut his wall out.
But no, if it was Banksy, I think he was pissed.
Yeah, was it that bad? Was it?
Yes, mate, yeah.
So it was definitely vandalism.
Yeah. But he's come and asked us, we got some stuff in our paint shop. Do you think that'll get? Yeah, probably. I said, go. Can I have some? Yeah.
Take it,
take
mate.
A pop, mate. Yeah. So that can't just.
It's not going to hurt you, is it?
Nah,
Do you know what I mean?
But he was still at the thing that he didn't expect it.
Yeah.
He was asking for it. He was grateful for it.
Yeah.
But like I say, he's putting the work in, so you give a little as well.
Yeah, man.
But also, I found recently is the attitude of I'm really bothered.
Yeah.
It's like you tell him, you're like, well, if you're going to do that again, mate, take you up for a warning, and you do it all by the book, and then the end result is if you carry on like this,
you're off.
You're off. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's like,
don't give a fuck.
Yeah. You don't want a job then. You don't.
When do you think that's got worse? Or do you think that's been something that's slowly, progressively, generationally
I think it's
worse?
the generationally getting worse.
Yeah.
I think it's the lack of work ethic. The lack of discipline at school now.
Yeah, 100%. And at home.
Yeah.
And do you think it's the also contributing factor to that is the way that a lot of young people earn money these days? Like everyone wants to be an influencer.
That's the other thing.
They'd
rather be on TikTok
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they've seen a few idiots out there that have somehow, by the grace of God, been able to forge a living out of it.
The problem is they've seen probably 0.5% who've made it.
Yeah,
out of everyone who does it.
That's all they're going to see.
Yeah.
They're not going to see the absolute the plethora of people that have done it and failed or not made anything out of it.
Yeah, exactly. They're just seeing the winners.
Yeah, they're seeing.
Thinking, look at that.
All they're doing is making videos.
Well, I can make a video.
Yeah, and do you think that's got a little bit of something in it?
Yeah, because guys, they don't want to get their hands dirty. Like building game,
mate. I've noticed
engineering.
it. Like even you'll get lads on site and you'll get them like, I don't want to get my hands muddy, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
you know where you are, mate.
If you signed up to this is a Groundworks job, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? And they are generally like that.
Yeah. No, that's what we're seeing, and that's just
But you wouldn't say it's something recent because I think it's something that's been slowly.
Yeah, definitely slowly moving through.
Slowly. Because even when I was younger, teenager, I knew people like that didn't want to fucking work.
Well, you'd have them every generation, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I think it's getting progressively
more
worse.
and more now.
Yeah. I think there's more and more of them, partly because of the thing in your hand.
Yeah, the phone.
Yeah, the TikTok and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing we get. Guys on their phone it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You just got your phone out. You got machinery here that you take your hand off and you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Whoa, and they think you're just nagging at them and you think, fucking hell.
You're not actually seeing that, like, what you're doing is unsafe.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, building sites now, you look around you and you'll struggle to find someone who's not like looking at their phone or who won't stop every fucking 10 minutes and go,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a massive distraction, is it not?
That is.
But it's a good tool, is it not?
Oh, if used properly,
yeah,
brilliant. Like I say, for not just for property and this stuff, but if you just said I was in the engineering world, I couldn't do what I do now with building the business.
Yeah, without
because emails, phone calls, photos. on the drive here. Car phone guy rings up. Yeah. Oh, truck repair. But send us some photos. So he's WhatsApping load of photos through.
Yeah.
Quote it from that.
Well, you're out doing something else. Yeah.
And he's up north. I ain't got to drive all the way to Doncaster to then look at his truck and do all that. If need be, you video call him. He has a walk round on his phone. Oh, can you look at this for us? Can you look at that?
Yeah.
Same with buying properties and stuff. You can have the original viewing by that. So it's a brilliant tool, but in the right context.
Yeah. Do you find yourself? Do you use your phone too much?
Definitely.
Because I'm on mine constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
No, I am.
Do you find it takes you away from doing things that you should be doing, like being present for your kids and things?
No, not that, because I've made a thing. I normally get home by 6.
Yeah.
So on my phone now, I silence it from 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So that's done. That's like in the pocket, out the way. Because I did find it was doing that. I did find I was getting a phone call.
And you're going,
just a minute.
Yeah,
Middle of playing with the kids, and I take a call.
Yeah.
So now you can mute it, can't you? Put it on sleep mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So
leave it in the fucking car, whatever.
Yeah, well, I still have it with me, but
it's not.
It does it. Yeah, and you can set it up now. So like my mum, dad, they have and the wife numbers that will actually ring through, so you can pick a certain few that still do. But everyone else, it just sends straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
And notifications get silenced and all that, so I actually get that time with them, because I did find that I was
distracted.
I'll just do this quick email.
Shit, that's just come through. I'll just do it now while I'm sat here. Yeah.
So I've made an actual physical thing to stop me doing that, because
I think if you don't, it's just too easy to get caught up and carried away with what's going on here, and not, you're in the room but you're not in the room.
Yeah, definitely. And especially recently, kids are getting older, they're more playful, you get more interaction with them.
Yeah.
You do what you do for your children.
Yeah.
I do anyway.
Yeah, same.
You're building this thing, not really for us, because we're trying to build a legacy and the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We're not going to see all the benefits are, but they are.
Yeah.
Obviously, like where they go to school and all that kind of stuff. We never had that.
No.
So it's for them, but then you've got to then try and realise that actually they're not too bothered about that shit. Not at this age, especially.
Yeah.
They just want to.
They just want daddy.
They want to push the cars around. Daddy, come play. Can you do this?
Yeah.
So I now make an active effort to go. Yeah, that's it.
See, that's what I struggle with and still struggle with. And Ali says it to me all the time. She's like, "Oh, come on, put your phone down." And I'm like, "No, I've got to do this." Well, because I think it's good because I do so many different things as well.
Yeah.
And it's like I do genuinely find it hard to compartmentalise my diary because it changes so much.
Oh, mate, me too. I'm there, property engineering, this, doing that.
Exactly.
Trying, like we were saying earlier, I'm trying to get more out on social media. So
that's a job.
Yeah, getting that done as well.
Yeah.
And because you're bish bash bosh, something then comes in and you're then doing that.
You're handling that. Yeah.
You just do everything and it just all merges and you're just constantly working.
Yeah. I feel like that's fucking all I do.
Yeah.
I bet you do as well though, don't you?
Yeah. Well, like I say, I have that period from say 6 till 8 when the kids go to bed. But then to be fair, I'm back on it.
Yeah.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Dinner, chat with the missus, then doing work. Oh, look at this property. We'll value that up.
That's what
or working that out.
Yeah.
But again, that's not too bad. They understand. They're in it with you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say. So you and your missus are quite close together in the business, aren't you?
Yeah.
With the property.
Yes. Yeah. With that side. So.
Are you? Was that always the game plan?
Yeah, we started out. She actually got us into, I guess, this level. She found the training. I'd never done training enough. She found that.
Yeah.
We went to it. We progressed it. Obviously, then we had kids, and she took a step back, and I rolled more into it.
Yeah.
And now they're getting of a certain age. Like say, Grace is at full-time school now. Oliver will be going in September. She's now coming back into
having a bit more time.
Yeah, getting the time and because never tell her, but having kids is fucking hard.
Yeah, mate, it is like the hardest job, and like I like to, I'm look, with dads we dip in and out. I say, and it's like we get the fun parts in it, and that's what Ali will always be quick to say anyway. But it is fucking hard. Like obviously I have them on my own sometimes, and I'm not afraid to admit, right, that it's only been recently, like within the past couple of months, where I actually feel confident enough to have them on my own for like longer than half an hour. Like, honest to God,
Yeah.
Rosie's cool because she's like nearly 4, so
Yeah,
she's
she
at that
can-
age, you know, like Grace. That
Yeah.
they like to help,
Yes.
hinder. But do you know what I mean? They're a bit easier to manage. But Lennon's age, he's like at the moment he's into everything, climbing, pulling stuff off, throwing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like and when they both want to play up, that's when I struggle.
Then when it could bang.
Yeah, like you got Rosie going, you got Lennon screaming. I'm like, I'm like, do you know what I mean?
I'll just bring the earplugs home from work.
Oh, see, how do you deal with that? Are you good at dealing with stress? Are you quite a chilled person?
Yeah, and to be fair, for us, a bit like you with Rosie, Grace, to be fair, she's an angel. She, Oliver, don't know if it's a boy thing, but a lot more. In some ways, I like it.
Yeah,
He knows his mind.
yeah.
But then the other, when you're trying to get out the door and you take him to a club and he's like, I'm not putting that on. And you're like, just put them back on. And
Mate,
you're trying to wrestle him into a clothes.
That's what Rosie's like. Honestly, she's got very.
But Hayley's
strong
like a bloody kid whisperer. She'll go, come here, and chat to him. Like,
Yeah.
I tried that. I don't know what I've said differently because I've said, come here, let's put this
Yeah,
on.
I'm
All
the
nice.
same. Yeah.
But no, Grace is a little angel, bless her. The only problem with her is she does ballet and stuff. So if Hayley's not there, and I can't do hair, mate. Don't know if you
I'm
tried
shocking, mate.
to do
I can't do
I can
plaits.
put a hairband on.
I
I can make my lot.
struggle doing a ponytail.
Yeah, me too.
Like, and I'm like, I've got big hands, and I'm like trying to get the fucking hairband around and all that. I'm shit at it. I
Yeah.
really want to get good at it though, because I feel like I'm failing as a father to
Oh,
a
mate.
girl who can't do hair. You know what I mean?
I felt the worst one time when she was out and I had to take her to ballet. And Hayley, being Hayley, already knew. She'd already seen the ballet teacher and said, yeah, Grace will come. She'll probably only have a hairband on. They have all these plaits and it all looks
Really?
fancy. Grace is going to me, Daddy, this isn't how my hair normally goes. I said, I know, darling.
Today.
But today this
Yeah.
is Daddy's special.
How did it go down? Was she all right?
Yeah, she was all right. The ballet teacher was already prepared, so she was
Yeah.
kind to me.
Yeah.
She wasn't, what the hell is
Just
this?
come here, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Fucking one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
I
Oh,
can't
cheers.
do it. I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
You seen that trick that Dad does with a Hoover?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
That, isn't
yeah.
it? I haven't tried it yet, but
No.
I think I might.
I
Actually.
think that's next podcast.
That is, yeah, right. How did it go? I'm going to try it. Rosie would let me do it as well. Just probably pulling her fucking hair through the Hoover or something. Like.
That's when I get jammed
Yeah.
in the motor. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, no, I love them, man. I love them. I do love them. So what's next for you? I mean, with your business, where I mean, obviously, when you've wrapped up the coach works, what's next? Are you balls deep full time in property?
I'd still think, like I said, we got a 2-year deal.
Oh yeah, so because we didn't finish explaining what happens during this process. So you've gone through the legals, you've agreed.
Yeah, we've done it, sold, money in the bank.
Yeah.
It's all done. They're the new owners.
Yeah.
They then come in,
Yeah.
introduce them to the workforce,
Yeah.
which was, not the funnest thing I've ever done.
How did that go?
After time, fine.
Yeah.
Obviously for them, it's a shock. Some of them had been in a similar situation where their companies are bought out and they've like liquidated the company they've bought.
So
and
you've
so
got
they're
them
like,
people thinking
yeah.
shit.
They're like, and then they're obviously going, oh yeah, well I lost my pension because of this. And you're
Ah,
like,
so that
people
sort of creates
panicking
that.
and there's this bubble and tension. But they come in and they're sort of like, look, we don't change anything. And I'm trying to say, look, I've been out to their other companies and they're all saying the same
I've
thing.
checked them out, boys.
Yeah. And like we said, we've gone with we've actually gone with these guys because we did have another offer, and we've gone with these guys because we think they're best for the company and for everyone else.
Yeah.
And to be fair, touch wood, it's like it's never happened now.
Yeah.
They don't get involved on a day-to-day basis, which is good.
Yeah.
They like they said when they bought, they don't know what we build. They couldn't come in and do what we do.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they just
yeah.
let it run.
Yeah.
I like the engineering side.
Mm.
I enjoy sort of like what we create and what we do.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's getting harder to get people and manage people. That's a ball ache.
Yeah.
So I think I wouldn't walk away from it,
Yeah.
but put managers in place to run the day-to-day stuff
Yeah.
and do a CEO proper role, not an MD type role, and actually oversee everything,
Yeah.
strategize
From the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to move in. I've been wanting to move into Europe for years, and we had Brexit and all that kind of stuff. We've got some products that are far better than the European stuff that they produce.
Yeah.
We've got the UK market sewn up, so now we can bounce off a European. We're owned by a European company, so we can get into Europe easier since Brexit now for a back door or such.
Okay.
So that excites me. As long as the things keep exciting me, I'd want to stay in.
Yeah.
Like I say, it still feels like a family business, although it's not.
Yeah.
Because they don't have much to do, so I'd still enjoy it.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm happy and I'm enjoying it, I still want, like I say, I want to put things in place so I'm not there 100%.
So
is that your
property? Is that your view then? Are you going to be staying up working in the business, or will you leave it eventually? Well, I suppose you don't know.
I don't know, mate. Yeah.
What's your view? Sitting here now,
50-50.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Because then it does what it does. It like strangles the property side.
Like you say, that's more of an MD's position, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're doing it every day, Monday to Friday, that's a manager's position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've got in my head now. I've got a couple of years to get right management in place.
Yeah.
Take that off me.
Yeah.
I can then still grow the business. That's where I see myself growing it, moving into Europe, going having those connections and getting it, and overseeing that, then saying, "Oh, this is where we are," blah blah blah, but not having to be there Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Not having to actually run the workshops, go downstairs and fucking Johnny fucking hiding in the corner having a chat with someone else. What the fuck are you guys doing? Get back on your job.
Yeah.
Not managing them, getting guys in that role. So that's where I am. And if I can get that sewn up nicely, which I think I can, stay in there as that kind of role. But again, going, well, look, pay me 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And I'll do this for the 2 days or whatever and go out and still bring in the stuff.
Yeah.
And have the guys actually on site manage it and looking after it.
Yeah.
And then the other days a week
do your property.
Do the property stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I see it going.
That'd be ideal though, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
If you could do that, then you've still got the interests of your existing business at heart. You can make sure that that's sort of running as it would have when you were there full time, and then you can put your energy into other things.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I see it going. That's how I see where I want to go to.
Yeah.
Because that is, like you say, we've got guys there who are far more skillful than I am at building trucks and more knowledge than I've got.
Yeah.
We just got to get them managing the other guys, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Making sure other guys aren't dicking about and stuff like that.
I think that's hard. That's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we've said it. That's sort of a running topic throughout. I think anyone that runs a business and has to employ staff, finding decent staff is literally a problem across all sectors.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like we said about finding skilled workers. I don't think that's the issue. I don't think it's the skills that are lacking, because skills can be taught, skills can be learned. I think it's the actual willingness to actually want to fucking get up every day.
Yeah, the working attitude.
Yeah.
I literally had this conversation this morning with one of my managers about another guy who works for us, saying it's annoying because the attitude's not there.
Yeah. Good at his job? Capable?
Capable.
Yeah.
Capable. He makes mistakes, but when he's brought up on them, it's like, don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well.
And you're like, you can, like I said to him, I said, the thing is, like you've just said, you can teach someone the skill set if they want to learn, if they want to be there.
They've got to want to learn.
It's that attitude of wanting to learn and wanting to be there.
Yeah.
If you've got that in you, you can do anything.
Yeah.
If you're like, I enjoy this job, I want to be here, I want to do this.
I want to try.
Yeah. We'll give you a fucking career. We've had guys here 40 plus years.
That falls down to the individual though, doesn't it?
That's that's what you can't train. Unfortunately, that attitude.
Yeah. You've either got it or you haven't.
You can change your attitude, don't get me wrong.
You can.
But if you're not willing to change, then it's not something that I can do for you. I can give you the skills. I can teach you to do something.
Lead a horse to water, mate.
Exactly.
All day long, can't you?
But if they're not willing to put their bit in, then they're a lost cause.
Yeah, and I've found that. I mean, you've obviously found that as well with employing people, that you can put everything into someone, your time, your effort, send them on fucking training courses to do all this, that and the other. But if they don't actually want to progress themselves and don't have high aspirations for themselves, then you're not going to get nothing out of them.
No, that's
all they want to do is earn their money and go home, and you know, they don't give a fuck about next year, or
it's all the here and now.
Yeah, they live for the weekend.
Yeah,
but that's still very much a culture, isn't it?
100%.
Like,
but that's where
that used to be a bit of a joke, didn't it? Oh fuck, you live for the Friday, Friday. But that used to be like the joke, but now it is like a thing, isn't it? Like, it's culture. Like,
and sometimes I have to take back, and especially when the old man was out full time, have a chat with him and say, look, But if we had everyone like us and like some of the other guys who have got that headspace and want to do
You'd
this,
have no workers.
You'd have no workers.
I say this to people all the time. It's
So
like,
that's that balance, isn't it?
yeah, well, the world's like an ecosystem, and I say we always need worker bees.
Yeah.
I say this like pretty much in every podcast because we have similar conversations and problems. Like people from we experience the same problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Finding reliable people, whether you're employing them or trying to work with them or trying to get investment from or to, like finding reliable people is fucking hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I've struggled massively, and I don't know why. Again, I just think it's like we said earlier, generationally, it's something that's slowly being kicked out of us, and there's so many other ways of earning money easier than manual labour or learning something. Like you say, people can think they can go and make money off of making a YouTube channel and then don't realise that they've got to put in 2,000 hours worth of work to get that successful channel. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can go and buy views and buy likes, but that's a false economy in itself, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So
I think part of it is come down to, like you say, becoming a bit of a nanny state. No one being held responsible.
Yeah.
We were probably the last kids at school who were getting, I was getting chalk rubbers thrown at me across the table.
Yeah.
You done that now, the teacher, not the kids expelled for disrupting the class, teacher will get sacked.
Yeah. A lot of my teachers I think, like you say, we're the same age, aren't we, pretty much? And like, I remember some teachers being fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But like, couldn't hit us because that was past that then. They didn't hit, but like you say, shouting at you in your face, screaming at you, hitting rulers in front of you. Like that was the last sort of authority that was in schools. Like, and like you say now, if a teacher screamed at my kids the way that I got screamed at by a certain teacher, I don't think they'd be able to take it.
No.
They'd
they
cry or something.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like I remember getting shouted at a few times at school and being like, fucking hell, like coffee breath in your face and getting spat on, and you're like, fucking hell, man.
And the problem was when you had you go to the headmaster's office and you went there and he'd give you a rollicking, it was, oh shit, I fucked up this time.
Yeah.
But now it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's that same attitude problem.
What can you do? Whereas back 30, 40 years ago, before we were born, like people were still getting clouted at school. And I don't think that's such a bad thing, like within reason. Like, I don't know, like I've asked a few people this, not everyone, but how do you feel about hitting kids? Do you hit your own?
No.
Why?
Never needed to.
Would you? Is there some, honestly speaking, like, is there some, have you got like this thing inside you that wouldn't let you do it, or would you have no problem giving them a smacked ass? I'm not saying would you beat your kids. There's a difference, everyone.
Would you waterboard them?
Would you waterboard them and hang them upside by their ankles and here? But do you know what I mean? Would you give them a slapped ass if you felt like that was warranted? Did you ever get hit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, with a fucking shoe and all sorts.
There you go. Did it do you any problems?
No.
There you go. So would you do that to your kids if it was warranted?
Probably not, just because
Haley would beat you.
One is that, yeah. Yeah, I'd wake up and strangle. But I don't know if my kids are different. They must be different to me. I just don't think they need it.
Yeah.
I can give them a stern look and a shout,
raise your voice a bit.
And that's it.
Same.
So I don't think it's... Yeah, it's hard to say if you would, because I'm looking at my two kids and knowing where they'll go, and if I shout them, they could cry. So I'm like, well, no, I wouldn't hit them, because if I shout them and they cry,
Yeah. I'm the same.
So yeah, no, I don't think I would.
I've given Rosie a tap on the hand. I think I've held her wrist once and I've slapped her around. I think that was because she hit Lennon.
Mm-hmm.
And just to put it into context, Rosie's nearly 4 and Lennon's half her age, half her size. And she was really quite heavy-handed with him, and he was a baby. Do you know what I mean? Like to the point where she'd punch him in the head and stuff. She don't know what she's doing. Yeah. To a certain extent, she does. But I think in those situations, it was probably a knee-jerk thing.
I guess I'm thinking a smacked ass like I got clouted, which was different to probably a...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking like fucking pin them down and fucking hit them. What I'm talking about is a little fucking warning shot. Like, I never done me no harm, man. Like, my mum used to fucking chase me up the stairs, clout me around the back of the head. Like, what the fuck are you doing, you little bastard? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look back on it now and I laugh. Do you know what I mean? Because it never done me any harm. Not once did I ever go to school and go, oh, my mum beats me and all this sort of shit, right? Because I didn't see it as an issue. Like, it was normal to get a little fucking slap on the arse.
Yeah, definitely.
Clout round the head, or what are you doing, you little shit? Like, what do you think? that was normal.
Yeah.
But I think now, because we've gone way past that and it's been demonised for the past 20 years by the government and by these namby-pamby fucking arseholes that say, oh, you shouldn't hit your kids. Never done me no harm.
No.
And my granddad says to me, my granddad's in his mid-70s, and he's like, listen, never done me no fucking harm. Do you know what I mean? And like, to the point, I think my granddad actually, like back then, I mean, he's 75, so back when he was at school in the 60s, the teachers used to beat you.
Yeah.
Like physically fucking with a cane, beat the shit out of you. Like some teachers probably took it to the extreme. And I think that's probably where the blurred lines are, isn't it? It's like, okay, I can see it warranted for a discipline, but when it's like,
you're going to get the power, isn't it?
Yeah, you're going to get some sadistic cunt who's going to get that power, and he's going to be like, right, this cunt's getting it today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And probably did use it to the extent where it could be looked at as abuse.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's probably why it stopped.
Yeah, and I think it's that fine line, and I think that's where it's hard to control.
Yeah.
And hard to police if you allowed it again.
Yeah,
like you say, don't think it's necessarily a huge bad thing to get a rack across the knuckles.
Yeah,
and all that kind of
you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then because of the abuse of it,
yeah,
that's when they have to go, okay, yeah, you can't do that anymore because you can't police it very well, can you?
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Because you've got people that are just use it for discipline, and you've got the other side of it where people are just sadistic arseholes.
Yeah, and just like the power trip.
And abuse the power, which, I know. I mean, I'd rather that discipline fall with me as a parent.
Yeah, definitely.
If that's the case, I mean, I don't think, just to say, for instance, they brought that back in now, like, yeah, okay, teachers can hit kids. Don't know how I'd respond to that.
That's the other thing, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Racing up the school. And
that's it. Like, because if I don't think they could bring it back in now,
no.
Because we've gone way past that. Like, because if that was me and I was getting hit at school, my dad would have gone up to school and kicked the shit out of the teachers because he was a bit like that. And I think I would be. If they brought it in now, I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are touching my kids?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think you would be as well. But then if the teachers were to ring me now, or in a year's or when Rosie's a bit older, say, Rosie's been very naughty today. She's done this, that, and the other. She's hit someone at school. She's done this. Then that falls on you as a parent to discipline them when they get home, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's the problem. The teachers can report back,
but they've got no authority.
But if you don't act on it as a parent, then the kid just gets away with it.
That's going to keep happening.
And that's the same through work life, through everything. And that's what we're saying now.
Yeah,
that's where it just snowballs down.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, but it's like, it's just, is that not the same nowadays? Because the parents really haven't got much hold over their kids now. Because if you fucking beat your kid with a slipper and they ring childline, which they couldn't do 30, 40 years ago, do you know what I mean? It's like, are you allowed as a parent to do that to your kids? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think if you can justify it, why have you done that, sir? Why have you took a slipper and smacked their ass?
Yeah.
Well, look, our little brother's got a black eye.
Yeah, he's just welted him round the face.
Yeah, for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Then I think 9 times out of 10 you'll be all right. Again, that's just abusing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's these people who just do it because, I like that. Done it once for discipline and then gone
power trip.
Yeah. Just do it again. Eat your cheat.
Yeah.
Bang.
Because I've had a lot of people, I mentioned it on a podcast I've done a few weeks ago, and I put it out there, and there was a conversation I was having with the two guys, and we were talking about the same thing, hitting kids, because they've both got kids as well, the guys that I was interviewing, right? So I was like, what's your views? And like, we spoke about it, and a lot of people were commenting online saying, like, totally against it. And I don't know these people, the demographic, because they're obviously behind their YouTube accounts. I can't see their faces or their age, so they're probably younger, I would say, probably in their early 20s, late teens, and they were just like, no, hitting kids is child abuse. And I'm like, I see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying, that yes, if you're...
Yeah. And if you say it like that, hitting a kid is child abuse.
Yeah.
But, like you've said, if it's
in context,
a rack across the knuckles, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
you're not saying that Rosie's been naughty today, so she walks in and you give her a swift hook.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to drop her on her ass and then persist to beat her around the room. It's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But these people, they're all over the internet, but they're all around us as well. But like, they genuinely believe that, like, raising a hand to a kid was abuse.
Yeah.
And there was no grey area.
But I think if you do it right from day one, like we said, our kids, you can give them a stern look or a shout, and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Because they know not to step the line.
yeah,
You don't need to get as far as
yeah,
raising a hand. Like,
yeah,
if, I don't think she ever would, but if Grace come home, or even Oliver, and they'd been naughty at school and sat them down and just give them a good telling,
yeah,
you've done this, you disappointed me, and use them kind of words. I think
yeah.
the way
The tone of voice and all that.
for them anyway, I know, and the way they've been brought up, and again, it falls on the parents. They'd feel bad,
Yeah,
for disappointing,
yeah.
mum and dad.
Rosie does as well.
Yeah.
If I tell her off, like in like that sort of controlled manner, usually what happens is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes after I've done that, she'll come up to me and go, "Daddy, I'm really sorry," and she'll hug me,
Oh, 100%.
mate. And I'm like, well, that's obviously worked probably a lot more than
Yeah, hitting them
Hitting
or
them
doing
would.
something. Yeah, that's why, like I said, I wouldn't raise a hand because I don't think I need to.
yeah,
So, like you've just said, literally a couple of nights ago, Oliver, we're upstairs, we're getting ready for bed, refusing to get
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
And he's bought some cards up. I'm like, Oliver, look, if you don't get ready for bed, these are going downstairs. You're
Yeah.
not having them. No, you won't. No, you won't.
Yeah.
Get cars are gone. Then hissy fit. I want my. No, I've told you.
Yeah.
Literally, he calms down, comes and gives a hug.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Sorry, Daddy. Sorry, and so there's different ways around it, but you have to be parenting. You have to be there. Like we were saying about being there, you have to be. You can't just let him run riot
And then
and then step in.
be
'cause
the
that's-
disciplinarian.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's when it gets to that extent. Well, they're not listening to me raising my voice, so
Then
I need to give them a
All
smack.
they relate you to is being that
Yeah.
angry dad then,
Yeah.
don't they? Yeah.
Whereas if you're like, well, no, I'm not going to play with you, then
Yeah.
that
Hurts
them more
Yeah.
than you telling them off.
Yeah.
If you're just shouting at them all the time, they're just going to go, oh, he's
Like
just shouting again.
Like the other day, Rosie's stuff was everywhere. Well, like there was I'd literally like switched off for a couple of minutes doing some work, right? And I don't mind sometimes because she's at that age where she just plays. So I just left her to, as long as I can hear her, she's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So she's playing. I've looked round and there was just
Bomb.
everywhere, mate. Like every drawer was out. There was all the shoes and coats were.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Daddy, can you do some drawing with me?" She's got the drawing kit out, and I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "I'm not playing with you until you get down there and clean all that stuff up. Daddy's not playing."
Yeah.
And she sat there and looked really sad for me. She's like, "You don't want to play with me?" I'm like, "No, listen. If you go down and clean all that up now, like a good girl, we can play." What do you think she done?
Bang. Clean.
Bang, got down there, cleaned them up within a minute, and she was
Yeah.
really happy with herself that she cleaned.
Yeah.
I say, "Look, Daddy, I've done it. Can we play now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course we can." But like, I've reacted. I've only been a parent for 4 years, and you're learning, and you all the time,
100%.
all the time.
There's no book, is there?
Nah, mate. And to be honest, if there was, I don't know if I'd read it because every kid's different,
Yeah.
and I don't agree with every other person's way of parenting either. Like even on little things, like, do you know what I mean? Like iPad in bed. I don't let my kids have an iPad
No.
or a TV on in their room at bedtimes because I think they need to go to sleep.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, they've just spent that evening or a couple of hours watching the iPad downstairs. We've been playing. That's enough time for them to watch that screen.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
do you do the
don't-
same?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do story every night,
Yeah.
and we have a Yoto player. Things that
Oh, like
reads them a story.
there's like, we call it, is it a Tony? Like,
Yeah.
you put like Disney characters on top.
Well,
Is
this
it
one
similar?
is similar. You put little cards in, and then it's
Similar,
like-
yeah.
So we'll read them a story, sit in bed with a book, and then one or two, depending on the time.
Yeah.
And then they've both got one, so it's like, no, sleep now.
Put that
Put this on. And then
Yeah.
we'll read them a story just as they fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no iPads.
Nah.
They haven't got iPads and tellies in the bedroom. so
Nah,
it'll-
I've got to tell you, but it's not even plugged in, to be fair, and it probably won't be for the foreseeable until they're older.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty strict like that.
Yeah,
because
screen
I think
time and stuff. yeah.
bedtime, not because if you put, I know people that have their kids up watching iPads and things like that, and they're in bed.
Yeah.
They've gone to bed, and their 2, 3,
Yeah.
4-year-old daughter or son is in their bed watching iPads till 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, mate, what the fuck is that doing to that kid's brain?
Exactly.
They're not getting asleep at that age. They should be having
Yeah.
9.
And different stimulation.
Yeah,
Like you
mate.
need to get outside.
Outside, mate. I fucking agree with that because you live in sort of the sticks, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, so do we, and I love it.
Yeah.
I didn't
definitely.
grow up around that. I grew up quite urban, so do you know what I mean? In
Yeah.
town, cities, and things like that.
But even then, you weren't. Well, we didn't have computers,
Nah,
and iPads, and all that
nah,
shit.
that
You were-
just started coming in.
yeah. But
when we were.
you were out, weren't you?
Yes, mate.
You were out.
How old are you?
38.
Yeah, so you're a little bit older than me, but we're still of that generation where we were out building bases.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was in trees, fucking building tree houses, and
Getting chased by neighbours.
hurting my leg, jumping off of garages.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff. But kids don't really do a lot of that now, do they? But, well, they do if you encourage it. Because my kids love being outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you actually go out and take them out, we go up the cliff, up Kesselland, and walk along the cliff with the dogs and all that sort of stuff. Rosie loves it.
Yeah, it's getting them out, you know.
Yeah.
You just got to.
Yeah.
Getting them on their bikes, getting them out and about. And like
100%.
you say, once they're out, they love it.
Yeah. And I think it's too easy, is it not, to sit there and just let them watch the iPad?
The problem, it's exactly what it is. It's easy, you know.
It's too easy
Like
to
you
go,
think
"Oh."
when, I remember again, when we were kids, telly, you didn't have Sky and all that.
No,
That was coming in. But
I remember
when we were little
cable, when the
kids,
cable
yeah,
TV, the little black one first came in.
Yeah, but when we were 4 or 5, you didn't have all that.
Nah. My mum
a
used
few-
to fucking like, kicking us out the door. Get out, go and
VCR,
fucking...
if anything.
Yeah. Get out, yeah, old
Yeah.
video. And even
Yeah.
then, like...
We used to have it as a treat. You had the video man come around when we were kids.
yeah, same.
In his van.
Same.
Rent one for like
Yeah.
a weekend or whatever. Oh,
yeah.
let's get this
movie night
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
And the problem is all that, if you're not careful, it goes.
Yeah.
We do ours, we'll have movie night and they love it.
Yeah.
Go on, you get to pick a movie this time. We'll get some popcorn, sit on the couch. Obviously,
Yeah.
everything's streamed now.
Yeah.
You don't have to go and rent one.
No, that
But-
experience is gone, isn't it?
Yeah, that going to the
Yeah,
wherever we're
it's
having
all-
the video
it's
man
the-
come.
It's the now society
Yeah.
we live in, isn't it?
Yeah,
Which
and
I
they want-
think's a bit shit,
That is,
isn't it?
definitely.
Like, even to, like... I used to like going, when I was younger, like... most Saturdays or every other Saturday, we'd go out with my mum and my nan would go shopping. You'd go into the town, into the city, wherever you're going, and you'd go in JD and you'd go in fucking HMV and Virgin and that back in the day.
Buy CDs.
Yeah, and I used to love it. And I used to really look forward to it. But it's not like that now because you can literally just get your phone out,
Yeah,
go on Amazon. Oh, yeah, I'll get that. And then, boom, done.
yeah.
You
It's here
haven't-
tomorrow.
You haven't got to waste your time. Well, I say waste your time. You haven't got to use your time going out and doing normal stuff because it's the now society we live in and you can get it there, boom, click of a button.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's a bit damaging and it's changed?
And I think that's part of the generational problem. These guys coming through, like you say, who working as well.
Yeah.
They want it now.
Quick
they
results.
They want that TikTok superstar with the Lamborghini.
Blue tick. They
Yeah.
want the blue tick.
They're not happy to work
Yeah.
at the bottom and work their way up.
Yeah.
It's like you say, that now society has come into that part as well.
Yeah, because their vision and what they're seeing is these people rising to fame and stardom really quickly through mediums like video, being influencers. And they're like, fucking hell, look how easy they've done it. They've gone from zero to hero in 6 months. And it's like, yeah, but like you said earlier, you're not realising that person is one of 1 billion.
Or 6 months of what they've seen. They haven't seen the 2 years previous behind the scenes or whatever, have they?
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't seen them with no followers and none of this.
Yeah. And it's
Dogging along.
It's that quick shortcut to success that everyone's after.
Well, that's what social media can portray.
Yeah, but that's because, like I said to someone, was it you or someone else I was in before with, about sharing, it was someone else, sharing the losses on social media.
Yeah.
Like, I do a lot of, like, I don't just share, like, me having a good day or fucking thumbs up winning. Like, I do live videos every day and I will moan about things that are going on in my life, business, because I want people to realise that it ain't all...
Yeah, it's not all gravy.
Nah, and it's not all gravy. Like, whether you are a successful businessman or person or successful person or not, like, we all go through shit.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Everyone's shit smells the same.
Yeah, fucking I don't know. Mine probably stinks.
As if I had a curry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't reckon there's many people that smells like mine. I reckon Ali would probably contest that as well, to be fair. But, no, I mean, do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, definitely.
I just think, yeah, it's a strange world we live in nowadays, isn't it? I'm not sure if I like it very much.
I'd say that's scary when you're looking where it
Where
is
we're
and where it's
going.
going, and especially now you got kids and you think, shit, what they're growing up into.
Yeah, I never really cared before.
Now you're going to be dead.
Yeah,
Didn't matter.
Exactly, I'm halfway there already. So it's just like, well, I've had my time. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. But it's the kids now.
Yeah.
And what they're going to grow up into and what they're experiencing now is a lot different to when we were younger.
Oh, 100%. And this was one of the things that, like you say, we talked about kids and schools, and I go, one of the reasons we picked where they are was because of their values.
Yeah.
And their
Same.
things. And one of the things I remember the headmaster then said, look, boys are boys, girls are girls. Girls wear skirts in the summer and that, boys wear shorts.
Yes.
And I was like, Yes.
That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, done.
Yeah. You're not going to let my son wear a skirt if he wants to, are you?
Yeah.
What's your views on that? Because we haven't spoke about that, and that's one thing that I've got a bit of a strong opinion on.
Yeah. Two genders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Fuck me, it's science, man.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah.
It's one of them, isn't it? Not what's your view? You know.
Gays, whatever. Fine.
Fine.
Got friends who are and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if you want a trans from one to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't got a problem with you doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I have got a problem with is you throwing it down other people's throats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this gender neutral shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a man.
It's almost like you can't offend them. That like there's no, you can't say anything. No bollocks. You can, because that's insanity.
Yeah.
Isn't it? To put it simply,
gender fluid. One down, a man, one, and then. But the problem is like we were talking about the school. This nanny state bollocks.
Yeah.
Unisex toilets.
No, mate.
Fuck off.
There's no fucking way that I want my little girl going in the boys' toilets.
Exactly. Or Steve coming in here.
Yeah.
In the girls' toilets.
Yeah,
going,
same thing.
Oh, I'm Sandy today, mate.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, it should be. Yeah, I don't fucking agree with it, mate.
Yeah, me too.
And like you said, I've got no issue with someone that wants to be homosexual, or wherever they get their kicks.
Yeah.
Like, I've got no problem, because it don't fucking concern me.
No.
But what does concern me is that, like, what my son and my daughter are seeing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because when you get to a certain age, 18 or whatever, you watch a bit of porn, especially nowadays, like, you got pornography is everywhere.
Have you?
Yeah. But, do you know what I mean?
Yes,
It's at your fingertips, isn't you? All right, and everything, marketing, like, you know, like Sam Smith, for instance. I detest the guy.
Yeah.
Right, but again, I'm wise enough to know that whilst he might still have his beliefs and that, he's part of a record label, man.
Yeah.
They want to sell records. Controversy sells records, yeah? They know that wrapping him up in string, making him look like a joint of pork, is going to sell records, because it's going to get people saying his name. It's going to get his name all over social media. It's fucking good advertising.
That's all it is.
It's good. Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as bad press, as they say.
Mate, there ain't. Not when you're him.
Not when you're at that level.
When you're a fucking superstar, pop star.
Your name's in the papers. People know you.
People
are talking about you.
Exactly.
They're buying your
You're going to get bookings.
To your stuff. Yeah.
You're going to get bookings. You're going to get interviews.
That's all it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
But it's wrong in that respect.
Yeah,
it's wrong. Because you've got young, influential children coming through going, oh, that's right. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, look
I
at him.
can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's doing it. That's okay for me. And I don't agree. I don't agree with that. And I'm sorry if that, upsets certain people out there, because it probably will.
But this is the problem with some schools, not all. Like I said, we picked a school for it. But fuck me, they're 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day they want to be a fairy.
Yeah.
The next day they want to be a tank driver.
Yeah.
And the next day they're a zombie, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
You can't be going, oh, yeah, well, if you want to wear a skirt, wear a skirt.
You can.
It just confuses them.
Yeah, exactly.
But they can dress up. They can play dress up and all that shit. But not, you
While
can come in
it's a game.
Yeah, but not come to a school uniform, do what you want. Oh, by the way, you can use the girls' toilets, you can use the boys' toilets. And all that.
Yeah.
It just puts mixed message.
Yeah, so I agree. It puts out mixed messages to them. You don't really want to be doing that to your kids at that age, do you?
Nah, mate. Nah, it's confusing enough for them, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's massive. I get confused with what's going on in the fucking world myself, and I'm an adult. I use that term in inverted commas, but it is though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too much choice, too much, options. It creates a bit of a puzzle in your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they're developing at that age, aren't they? School ages, all the way through school, brains are developing, they're developing, and to throw too much into the mixture.
Especially that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think, like we were saying, everything's at your fingertips now when you get older, and you're
make sound decisions.
Yeah.
You can make your own choices if you want to watch or you want to look at a certain thing. When you're that age and it's shoved in your face, you've got no choice.
Well, there's reasons why, again, isn't there? Like when we were at school, it wasn't until a certain age they done sex education.
Yeah.
Like those guys, because you weren't mature enough yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you got, fucking hell, even then you're like,
pair of balls. No, but you're right. And like, I swear I read not long ago that they were on about doing it earlier now. And I'm like, whoa, I don't like that. Don't like that.
Yeah, so that's where, like I say, we're very looking into all that for their initial upbringing. Obviously, if you become adults, they go out into the world.
You make your own choice.
You do what you do.
When they're old enough to go out and make those decisions on their own back, that's fine, because they're an adult and they're able to make sound decisions. But as a kid, when you're responsible for what they take in, I think that falls on us to fucking make sure that they're digesting the right shit.
Yeah, definitely. And like it goes back to you when you were saying about giving your kid iPads and shit.
Yeah.
They're in a room on their everything's at their fingertips. They ain't stupid.
Yeah.
They can type
Yeah.
away and find shit. And
Yeah.
if you're not looking after that shit,
Yeah.
they can come across
They
this
can
stuff.
find it quite
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
It ain't hard, is it?
No.
So another thing that's sort of related to this and the society we live in and the way things are now. I was watching the news a couple of weeks ago. And I weren't watching it because I don't really watch the news, to be honest. It was just on in the background. And I'm sat there typing away doing some work and said something about the government were on about changing the words in nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
And things like this. I can't remember what the rhyme was.
Yeah, there was a Roald Dahl book as well. Wasn't
That's
there?
it. Like all that.
Penguin or whatever.
Yeah, they want to make
Yeah.
it gender neutral. Or
Yeah.
they don't want to. I think remember the old school hymn. He's got the whole world
Yeah.
in his hands. I think it was that on the news. They were like they want to change it to they've got the whole world in their hands.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
bollocks
what?
again, isn't it?
What? I'm like, surely if you're now doing that and you're opening that can of fucking worms, because that's what it is. You've got to go back through every single piece of text.
So what, you're going to rewrite history,
That's what I'm saying.
not to upset someone.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, if
Well,
you're gonna,
fucking hell, Hitler didn't happen then, did he?
yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like
Napoleon and all that shit never happened.
I want to get off this. I want to stop the world? I want to get off,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Because why are you even thinking that going back and rewriting things that have been in a part of our fucking history?
Yeah. It's made you who you are. It's
Yeah.
made countries what they are.
That
It's
was
made
the whole-
treaties what they are
Yeah.
today. NATO, which is a good thing, has come out of this shit
Yeah.
to stop world wars and bollocks
Yeah.
like that.
What about Bar Black Sheep? That was another one. I
Yeah.
don't think they're allowed to say that anymore, are they?
Yeah. Don't know, mate.
Oh, they're
I
not?
stay away
I'm
from
pretty
that shit.
fucking sure that they're not allowed to sing Bar fucking Black Sheep anymore.
That is just ridiculous, isn't it?
I think so, because I've never listened to Bar Black Sheep as an adult or a child and thought that's racist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But some cunt has.
Yeah,
Some cunt has got offended by it, haven't they? And gone, oh,
Well, that
let's
offends me.
change that.
Yeah.
Don't like that. I just think that's fucking wrong. But that's again,
Nah, that's this nanny state. Where
Yeah.
But the problem is, like we said about the generations growing up who then don't care or think they're owed something and
self-entitled.
self-entitled. We're producing it, or not.
We're allowing it to
Yeah.
happen. We're
That's
allowing
just-
it to happen.
It's just this bollocks.
Yeah, I don't
It's all-
disagree.
And that's what I mean when I say I'm scared for our
Them
kids.
and what they're going to experience.
Yeah, and what they're growing up into.
Yeah,
Because
I am, mate.
it's just gone crazy. It's gone.
It worries me.
It's gone too far the other way.
Yeah.
Just gone. Oh, you can upset anyone by doing anything.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Grow
it's
a pair, will you?
Yeah, exactly. I love that, mate. I love that. So, hey, mate, I know you got places to be this afternoon, so we're going to wrap it up now. But if there's anyone wants to follow you, your journey, your property journey, how can people do that, and where can they find you online?
So Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram,
Yeah.
Daniel Shreeve, and also Shreeve Property.
Okay, cool. So that's Shreeve. You spell SHREEVE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shreeve Property. If anyone wants to follow you, Daniel Shreeve on all your socials. And what can we expect of you over the next year? We're going to catch up again on here at some point. So what are you going to be up to over the next 6 months, 12
Well, I'm
months?
currently one of the things I didn't mention. We bought the Lowestoft Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we're currently going through a load of red tape on that.
Yeah.
Employed some solicitors the other week to try get things moving there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a couple more properties went through last week. We've got an
Nice.
office block going through next week. Dropped off all the forms today at the solicitor this morning. So that's all happening. More conversions, more property stuff.
Yeah.
Just keep
Busy.
grinding, mate. I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
If I'm not grinding, if I'm not doing something, if something isn't going on,
Yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm not doing enough. Or,
Like a 10-day, maybe push to 2-week holiday
yeah.
is it.
Yeah.
After that, I'm like,
I'm the same. I
need
like it.
I need to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were away last week, and we were away for Sunday to and the weekend. So say a full week off.
Yeah.
Lovely. Don't get me wrong. Loved it with the kids, just playing, not really caring about anything,
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this,
yeah,
soft
yeah.
plays this, doing all the stuff,
Yeah.
running around with them, just going mad. Perfect. And that was that's probably the first time I've done a complete week shut off,
Yeah.
which was great.
Yeah.
but now I've got to try to get back into it, and that's
Yeah.
the Monday's hard. You're like,
Yeah.
shit, got to get the grind back on and get.
Yeah,
the...
yeah.
But if there's any longer than that period, I do get the itch.
Do you?
I do
Get
like
back to it.
Yeah, I
I'm
do like
that.
to be getting involved. I love the deal creating. I love
Yeah.
the engineering side. I love the problem solving.
Yeah.
If everything's going too easy, I'm like, oh, it's a bit boring now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I spend money.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
just
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah, let's have that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit, shouldn't have done that. And that's
Yeah.
when shit goes wrong when you get bored, when you're not thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you take your eye off the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. All right, mate. Well, good luck with the hospital project. I'm sure I'll be hearing all about it as it unfolds. And good luck with everything else you got going on at the moment.
And you, mate.
And we'll catch up again soon. All right,
Definitely.
mate? Cheers.
Cool.
Cheers.
The Tea Hut. Proudly brought to you by eGrowth Media.